Good morning. What's going on? How are we doing? It's another great day. It is Sunday. Sunday. We're about on time today. I'm surprised. Surprised, we're on time. We're on time to do stuff. How much sow do I have? 56 minutes. We're going to go try to do this sword quest one more time. Yeah, we'll go ahead and do this. Blinker fluid. That's not even a thing. Blinker fluid fizzle sticks. Okay. What's your today's quest? Well, we're going to try to get to level 57. That's going to be my main goal of the day. Let's get to level 57. So we're going to try to do that. I'm going to work on use some of this arcane powder that I have. Use that up. Got to get some more wood. But yeah, we're going to work on this quest. How far do we get to the Beastmaster? I only got him level 4, and then I started running around doing silly stuff. But yeah, that'll probably be the character that I play after we get to 60. You know, so we just kind of got it started. Just got it started. So you're saying something when I interrupted you? No, you're good. You're good. I say lots of things all day. So what I do all day is talk. Talk. Yappity yap yap yap. It's the hardest part of streaming, really. Can you just talk to no one? No one's actually there listening to you? Can you talk to them? Why, yes, I can. How far from 57? Oh, is my head blocking it again today? How's that? Is that better? Oh no, a desert creeper. Adios mios. Yeah, we're not far from 57. So I'll hit 57 probably, well, maybe today. Depends on how long I can be on. My kiddo's coming over today. And then we're going to be doing Easter stuff and all that. And I have to pack because I'm leaving tomorrow. And then I'll be gone for pretty much all of next week. Monday through Friday next week. Brave Sir Robin, he bravely ran away, right? Yeah, I'm gonna run away from that thing. But yeah, I'm hoping to get to 60 this week. We'll see. I mean, it depends on how much I can play while I'm gone. Do you have a mobile setup? Not for streaming. I have a laptop that I can use to play the game, so I can definitely play while gone. But yeah, for streaming, I have to take all of my stuff. When I went down to my mom's last month and I was staying with her, I took down all of my stuff. But yeah, we're going to my girlfriend's parents' house for spring break. So I'm not going to take my whole setup with me. If I can get it to stream or something, maybe I will, but yeah, we'll see. Streamers need holidays as well. Yeah, they do, but it's one of those things, man. If you take a vacation and you're not a big streamer, sometimes it's hard to get people to come back. But you know, it is what it is. Family is important. Got to spend time with them too. You come back for your fix. I appreciate it. Yeah, I think we've got a pretty cool community going on here now. You know, there's some people that disagree with me or whatever, and there's other people that agree, and there's other people that are, you know, different things. But I think we have a pretty solid community going on where we got something good going here. Hopefully, we can continue that. By the way, this is the giant city. Not a giant city, but a city of giants. Some really cool stuff in there. I want to try to get a group together. I would love to get a group together to go do that. Most of the named in there are level 60. So, yeah. Go on a tour. They would kill me. There's one right there walking along. Yeah, they would kill me if we went in there. They don't like me. I was following a design stream from Chinny D. It was very interesting. Yeah. Chinny D is the one that made my favorite dungeon in the game, which is Grimtide Sanctum. He actually created that zone. Gonna run all the way over here for a chance of this quest. I don't like this quest at all. I think it's kind of silly. Gotta run way over here to get one parchment. Go all the way back over there where we just were to get 3 more parchments. Turn those in for a chance for a mob to spawn, to loot the mob, to then get an item off of that mob, and then turn back in to get the weapon, the sword that you're trying to get. It's all just a chance of getting it to spawn. You got to run back and forth many times. Potentially. This will be my 3rd time attempting this quest. What the heck? Does not seem to work. Why doesn't it work? Did they break this quest? I'm guessing he just picked it up. If he just picked it up, then that means... Oh my gosh. Means it's going to be like 30 minutes. That's why this quest is just silly. It's just silly. Well, we're just going to go this way then. Well, I guess we'll do it later. Hello. The different music loops for different regions or cities. Yeah, different songs. Different songs for different areas. Well, whatever. Ran all the way over there. Let's sigh. You know, there may or may not be a dragon in this zone. You guys like dragons? Do 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 do. Ooh. Look at that lightning. Is it during the day? This is nighttime? This is actually pretty bright for nighttime. And it's raining? That's crazy. Wonder why it's so bright. It's gonna be a bright, 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 rainy day. Bum, 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 bum. Ba-da-da-da-da. I'm annoyed that I didn't get that parchment. well. Right, which way we have to go here? We got to go like this direction. This away and that away. And running across these zones takes forever. I love it, but I hate it. Without Sal, this would be awful. Terrible bad. Yep. Holy moly. That took me like 20 minutes just to walk across the world. I'm not even there yet. Can you make Sal potions? It is possible. You need very high alchemy for it. I think I have like 70 alchemy or 75 alchemy, and I can't make it yet. I think you need like 200. You need a pretty high amount. Yeah. The measure stick is good. It's a very, very good item. I even have one right here. Boom. Highly recommend. Just for the sense magic. It's also just a really good stat stick. For the spellcasters. Yeah, my alchemy. What's my alchemy at? Alchemy is at 78. Great for your chamois? Yeah. It is very good for pretty much all casters. You know what level Sal pots are? I don't know. Like, I think it's around 200 or something. But I don't know. And they are expensive to make. I honestly might go... Ooh, Fright Weaver's up. I honestly might go... Alchemy at the start of early access just for that reason. Maybe. Got the stinking helm again. Dang old stinking helm. Curious if the giant fire beetle's up. I don't see it. I don't really know where it spawns though. Anybody know where the where Ember spawns? Or roams? This game has made me not want to play anything else. Yeah, I feel the same way. I feel the same way. Yeah, I'm kind of like a one MMO kind of guy. You get me into an MMO and it's just like, that's all I want to play. And there's a lot to do in this game. Cinder Herald. Good morning, Dan. How you doing, bud? I wonder if that Cinder Herald is the placeholder. The tunnel to the art. This right here? That's what this is, right? I wonder if that's what these guys are doing. The long ramp. Oh, above the quarry? Oh, it's in there. It's actually inside of there? What? I didn't know it was inside of there. Everybody kept telling me it's in the quarry. And I was like, I've never seen that in the quarry. Like, ever. And that would make sense, because I've never seen it in the quarry. I'm not still 54. I'm almost 57. Title says 54. Yeah, you know, that title sometimes doesn't get changed. Yeah, I know where it's at now, Roddy. Well, I know the general area of where it's at now. I don't know exactly where that spawns. But I think I remember seeing it before at one point, and I just didn't pay any mind to it. Started the shaman instead of your level 4 necro. Now I'm level 4.5 on the shaman. Nice, nice. Shaman is good if you like to heal. You want to be a healer. So is this game worth running a character again to 57 or just too long? This is going to be my second character getting to 60, and then I'll do it again in EA, I'm sure. Well, I definitely will be doing it again in EA. But is it worth it? That depends on you. I like this game a lot. And I have fun playing it. So if we go into here, there's a cave down there with beetles. And then up here are the dwarves. The dwarves. And then there's beetles all down there. I'm guessing it's supposed to be down there where the beetles are. There's a quest guy, something. Some sort of quest thing around here. That must be what this is over here. These guys camping it? Sneak. That's my guess. They are camping it right here. Massive drone embers. I didn't see any drone embers. But I'm guessing where those guys were is where the camp is. That's what makes sense. But let's get out of here. Let's skadoodle. I think it only spawns, some people were telling me it spawns once an hour. I don't know why. I mean, I guess people could sit there and camp it, you know, every time it spawns and kill it. And that would be an awful camp. Do I have to start in the elf city in order to tame a bear? I don't think so. But I don't know. Like, I don't know what animals you can get over on this side. But you can always change your tamed pet to whatever you want. Long as it's a beast. Yeah, I don't even know where the Beastmaster trainer is. Yeah, I do. Yeah, I don't know. Like, if you start as a Beastmaster in Night Harbor, does the first quest give you the first beast and give you those spells? The beast taming ability? Because that seems like a pretty big boost over in the other side of the world. You don't have to go out and fight and get the copper to buy that skill. It just literally gives it to you. Back from the station of gas. What did I miss? You didn't miss much. Just me running around the desert. Me attempting to play Dune. Looking for spices. I feel like somebody else is getting herbs because the herbs are not up. That are normally up. You just pass a dwarf named Barrel Roll with a sickle? Yeah. Probably doing some herbalism. We'll see when we get up here if they know where all the herb spots are. I see one that they missed already. I see two that they missed. So, if they are getting herbs, they're not doing a very herb job. But yeah, there's not, like, just because somebody has a sickle doesn't mean that they're necessarily getting herbs. There are sickle weapons out there as well. What the heck? A whole group came in behind me. What in the world's happening? Yep. 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 I really just want to get more Dune Leaf. I got to get Dune Leaf to get to 2 or 125 herbalism so that I can get, I think, Mage, whatever it is after that. I don't even know where those are. I mean, I know where some of them are. I've seen a few, but... I don't know where Gith is. Normally he'd be on by now. The heck? That was quite the double lag spike. What the heck's going on here? Weird. Very, very strange. I need some more dune leaf. I don't know where it is. What the heck, man? There's one here. I think there's another one right, like, down there somewhere. I don't see it. I'm starting to think if you want a high graphics, pretty games these days, you're going to have to settle for crappy games. Yeah. Yeah. Because, you know, I have a theory on that. I've nothing really to back it up, but I have a theory on it. I feel like the developers making the pretty games that look really good are doing it just for money, and they, you know, pay the big you know, artists and all that kind of stuff to do all that kind of stuff. And then you have the people that are just passionate about making fun games. They don't have the funds to do all the pretty stuff, so they do what they can, but they still make the game fun. So like I really feel like that's the reason is people are taking the passion out of the game. But, you know, I have nothing to back that up. Just a hunch. Have you done any raids or big content yet? I did on the alpha server, yeah. The raids are kind of lackluster in this game right now. There's like one good one, and then a couple like eh. But yeah, they're not great. Fallout 4 and Skyrim can be close, but you need like 1,000 mods. Yeah. I don't want to play those games with like tons and tons of mods. Like I want to play them the way they're meant to be played. I thought the Oblivion remaster was pretty good though. The biggest content in 56 levels? I mean, that's leveling stuff. There's not really like big... I mean, there is. You could do some raid content at level 20, 25, and 40, but it's... I mean, I'm just trying to level to do the higher end stuff. There's not like big content that you do while you're leveling. Cat Monster Memories looks like old school. Really love the textures. Oh yeah. I think it looks great. But I get it. I mean, I like the visuals of the game, but I totally understand people that want to have a more realistic looking game. You know, I'm not faulting them for that. I think the artists on this game have done a great job trying to get a grasp of what there is to do in the game besides camps and level. That's what you do in this game. Camps, level, there's quests that you can do, lore, trade skills. But yeah, a good chunk of this game is camping, like just sitting in a camp and chatting with your friends, playing the game and having fun. That's what this game is about. Pretty much what you do in EQS games like this. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Like that's the main draw to the game is you camp. You it's about being able to play a game, hang out with your friends. It's like sitting around playing D&D, right? You're playing Dungeons and Dragons, but instead of having a dungeon master, you just have an open world that you can go do stuff in. You get your party together and go do stuff. It's the whole draw to the game. I mean, getting the loot and doing raids is like an end game goal. You know, it's something that people go for, sure. Try to get up in levels to go do harder content to get better loot. And then do the raids to get better loot from those. I mean, that's like an end game kind of goal, but the basis of this game it revolves around hanging out with your friends. It's a social experience. You know, playing a game with others, exploring a world. You know, kind of just hanging out. But you know that, Raw Sick. Why? I don't understand why you're asking the question. I mean, you've been around long enough to know what this game is about. Pantheon's the same thing. It kind of feels like you're just trying to be negative towards it. It's something like, I don't know. Yeah, the main game is about socializing, having fun, and hanging out with your friends. I would agree with that. For some people, the main game will be obtaining the best gear in the game, doing raids and that stuff. I mean, that's the reason that I like to play the game. I like to level up and then do raids. That's my favorite part of this game, or these types of games. But the main draw to them, the main reason I started playing them and the main reason I continue to play them is for the social side of it. I enjoy playing games with other people. So this is a fantastic game to play with others. You know, I've never had more fun playing a single player game than I've had playing MMOs. Like MMOs and just any multiplayer game has always been more fun. I literally can't think of a single time that I played a single player game and I'm like, this has been the most fun I've ever had gaming. I can't think of a single time. But I can think of multiple times playing multiplayer games that I've had a blast. I've asked because I don't see anyone doing any form of content like raids and dungeons, just leveling. Well, yeah, because they have to level up first. Like, the raid content is at level 60. Like, the good raid content is at level 60. So the people have to get to level 60, then do the raid content. So you're not going to see that for a long time. For most players, you're not going to see it for months and months and months. We just now have a few people on this server that are level 60. There's a handful of people now, I think. I know there was at least like 3 as of yesterday, but I think there's a few more, maybe last night. You can see them leveling in dungeons. Yeah, you can see them leveling in all sorts of places. So you're admitting you haven't played the story of FIFA 18? I have not played the story of FIFA 18, no. What a great game. Won't spoil anything, but a ball goes into a goal. All I'm saying. Oh my goodness, that sounds like riveting gameplay. Yeah, like I could think of games where I've had a blast, you know, like I've had fun doing raids in this style of game. I've had fun just playing any multiplayer game, like board games and card games with families. You know, family and friends. We're just having fun, just, you know, having a good time. FIFA, the card game that tries to have my kids steal my credit card. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Imagine this MMORPG as a cozy and relaxing experience. The main goal is to build and shape the world. More emphasis on exploring than chasing in-game loot. Yeah. I mean, it depends on your player. Depends on what they want to do. I personally like to shoot for in-game content, right? That's just me. That doesn't mean you have to do it, but that's what I like to do is level up just to the max level and then go for the raids and go for the hard, challenging content. But this game is built around leveling from 1 to 60, exploring new areas, finding new mobs to kill, and just, you know, doing that kind of stuff. At least have a 20 dungeon, a 40 dungeon, a 60 dungeon. Having to wait till 60 for actual raid content seems like a pain. Well, you don't understand the game, or you're trying to hate the game. Like, there are dungeons at those levels that you can go do, right? But it's not instance based. It's just you go in and do them. If you want to go into a dungeon at level 20, there are level 20 dungeons that you can go into at level 20 and do the content. Actually, dungeons in this game start at level 5. You can go down into them and start doing all sorts of stuff inside of those dungeons. But this is not an instance-based where you get, you know, you queue up, 5 people join a group, and then it just teleports you into a dungeon, and then you run through the dungeon. It's not that. This is more about exploration, finding your way around, finding out things that are interesting and fun, and, you know, that kind of thing. Like, that's what this game is. You have to play the game. Don't let the game play you. Right? This isn't World of Warcraft. It's not Final Fantasy 14. In my opinion, it's way better than both of those. And there is content, technically, which I think they need to get rid of. There's like a raid boss at level 20, and then another raid boss at level 25, and then another raid boss at level 40 that you can do. To your point, Raw Sick, but it's not something that most players are going to do. But if you want to, you absolutely can go do it. Do you know how hard the raids will be? Take guilds, take down a boss. You know, there's like 5 raids that I can think of, and they're varying difficulties. The ones that are polished properly, those are they're challenging. Take, you know, several groups, 3 or 4 groups to do. Oh my goodness gracious. I'm overweight. Hey now. I'm not that overweight. There we go. Now I'm no longer overweight. I'm still running slowly. But at least I'm not overweight anymore. I guess I could get rid of this helm right here. I don't need that stinking thing. Is the weight you can hold based off your strength? Yeah. Yeah. So I've got 133 strength, so I can carry 206 weight. It used to be like every point of strength gave you +1 weight. I don't know when or why they changed that, but they apparently did. Which profession should a tank focus on? I mean, there's only really a couple of professions that are worth doing. Tailoring and leatherworking are good for bags early on. And then alchemy and enchanting are good, and jewel crafting are good for a while. But alchemy and enchanting will be good for a long time. Like, those are going to be your main ones. I mean, blacksmithing is good for a tank, but you're going to find better gear from, like, killing mobs and getting gear from those. You can get some base level gear, though, from blacksmithing. Like, I used enchanted blacksmithing gear early levels, but I've upgraded it all at this point. Currently any good gear to craft at in-game with professions? No. No, it's all drops, really. The best gear in the game is going to be from drops right now. They might do something with crafting later where you need to have like really high crafting and get some really rare items to be able to craft things. But who knows? Use professions to improve current gear. I mean, you can, yeah. You can. There's like the enchanted gear is good. The cultural armor like EQ, yeah, that could be good. I mean, I would like to see them do some more stuff with the trade skill. You know, like, should trade skills be best in slot? Probably not. Unless it's still difficult to obtain the items for it. If you can just go out and get the items, then, you know, it shouldn't be easy to get the items. Do, do, do. I need to figure out what to do with these. Veiled fabric, mode of shadow. Need to like put those in my kit. See if they make anything. Oops, I need to keep the arcane powder. Like I want to do that with that, and then like yeah, I don't know. Don't know what to do with these. Mode of Pure Shadow used by high-ranking cultists as a source of power. This can be used in crafting. And then this is the same way. A scrap of shadow fabric radiating dark energy. This can be used in crafting. I don't know what crafting. Like this could be jewel crafting, but I don't know. I can't figure out what it is. All right, we got 20 bolt of linen. That's good. Let's go to town over the other side here. Do I sleep at all? Yeah, I sleep all the time. I love sleeping. Sleeping's great. Ask me that question in June. I'll be playing a lot more in June. No matter how much I hated the ending of Ashes, I enjoyed its crafting system. Last Steam 1 made crafting gear. Yeah, I like the crafting system in New World. I thought that was really good. I didn't play Ashes of Creation. Magic Frond. I don't want a Magic Frond. Hey, thank you so much. Yay. I can run faster. Arcane Frond, I'll use that. Get rid of that. Okay, we need 18 gold. Gold? I like gold. Why is this not opening? There we go. All right, how did we do on enchanting? 76. I mean, it's going, I guess. Still looking for a weapon? I'm not really looking for one. I know where a bunch of them are. It's not a matter of looking for one. But we just haven't gone to do any of them. We haven't been camping much lately. About to say, weren't you doing the camp with Mace of Malice the other day? I mean, we were, yeah. And I have a Mace of Malice. But that's not the reason we were doing that camp. At all. Like, that's not why we were there. I was there to get dust. Because I've got a Mace of Malice in here. I don't think the Mace is better damage or anything. Let's see. Mace of Malice is this right here. 1235 versus a cleaver. So, like, I could use either one of these, right? This has 6 strength, 5 agility. This has 4 strength, 5 stamina, and -4 charisma. But I could put a sharpening stone on this. I'd have to put on a weighted thing on this. So yeah, I mean, it's just this has the 5 stamina on it, which is more health. I mean, what's the ratio of this difference? This would be calculator 12 divided by 35. So 0.34 versus 0.3. So this is a little bit better technically. But I could put a sharpening stone directly on that. So the sharpening stone makes it better. I could get the other thing. Sharpening stones increase your strength. So, I mean, doesn't make the damage higher, but it increases your strength, which increases your damage. Yeah, I mean, I could use the Mace of Malice. Just found out 2 days ago you get 11 strength. Yeah, exactly. That's why I have these. I always have these rigid sharpening stones right here. And if you dual wield, you can put them on both your weapons. So it's a lot of extra strength. But you can make the weight stones as well for bludgeoning weapons. Instead, if you like piercing and slashing, you just use a sharpening stone. But then you have weight stones if you have bludgeoning. Those cost more to make. They actually cost like cloth or something, like linen scraps or something, as well as the rock. So it's just more expensive. But yes, I could use the Mace of Malice. I probably should to level up my to level up my bludgeoning. Because my bludgeoning is only 274 of 280. But, you know, it's just a kind of a... The damage difference between the Mace of Malice and this is literally 0.04. But this does have more stamina on it. And then I can put the Sharpening Stone, so... I don't know. Overall... It's not going to be much of a difference, if any. I don't want to waste the linen. It's a huge waste of linen for me right now to make those sharpening stones. I need the linen because eventually we're going to upgrade all these bags. So we don't have cotton bags, we'll have linen bags. I should make some, like, linen. I need linen pouches, and then we'll make some linen satchels, and eventually make a linen backpack. Oh, yeah, I didn't see your mount question. Sorry about that. Yeah, mounts are made for, like, pack mules more than anything. Yeah, they're really, that's all they are, is pack mules. People use them, but they're not like frequently used. But people do definitely use them. Go back over here, I guess. Run up and down here. I thought Esar was going to get on early today, but I guess not. See if anybody's over here harvesting. I thought about playing the Beastmaster a little bit more today, but Esar said that he was going to be on, so I was like, we'll just start doing this until he gets on. Now I don't want to switch over to the Beastmaster. Mantle of the Night. Fun. I need so much of that Nomad's Grace. Once we do hit where we can make the Sal potions, my guess is it's still the same ingredients, just more of them. I don't know what I can do with lion leaf. I need to figure out what I can do with that. Mix it with. And I need to get whatever the other herb is to mix that with and level up with. Because I should have a bunch of lion leaf. Lion for strength pots. Is it lion and iron root for strength pots? Might be. I don't know. That's what I've been making a bunch of. Because they're... I guess I get a lot of the components for those. Hey, thank you so much for the sub. I appreciate it, Sticky. Minor tenacity? What does minor tenacity do? Is that like a magic resist potion? A proc heal. Huh. So it just gives you is it a life tap proc or just a heal proc? Some pretty good potions out there. I never really messed with it enough. It's kind of why I want to try to level it now. Very small heal. When you take damage, it heals you? Huh. It's interesting. Well, I'll eventually get there. It is a pain to level it, for sure, yeah. Yeah, the weights of, or the stacking and all that. Like, it's a pain that you can only have, like, this pot. Like why? Why don't these stack to, like, at least 5 or something, you know? I gotta have all these pots. Like, it's silly. I agree. I mean, I guess you could get an alchemy bag. Like there's an alchemy bag you can get and you can carry pots around. So there is that. I might go camp that alchemy bag at some point. How do you sharpen a bludgeoning weapon? You don't sharpen it. You use a weight stone. So you balance it. No, there's no thing there. Did somebody come here and get the stuff? No, there's one up there. Okay. Already -1 bag on your archer? Yeah. That's the thing about this game. It kind of, the whole inventory space thing is like it's a whole thing, right? Like, I don't know if I like it. You can either use items on your belt slot, or you can have more bag space. You have to make a choice. I don't know how I feel about that yet. Because you can actually get up to 3 items on your belt slot that have stats. Which takes away, you know, each time, depending on what level you are and what bags you have, could take up to 9 or 10 slot bags. That could be literally 30 bag slots that you could lose just to have some statted items there.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Lag spike again. Yeah, if you're an archer, you're going to miss out on what, your backpack slot for a quiver? Doesn't it use their backpack slot? Which I feel like is pretty awful.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can have like a spell book that's got stats on it. There's a cool lantern that you can get. There's a skull that you can get. There's, what else is there? Oh, there's a tail and a Shira tail that you can get for your pouch slot. There's several pouch slot items. Eight slot for 1,000 stacks equals 8k arrows. Yeah, it's a lot of arrows for sure. That'll last you about 4 hours of XPing. There's a difference between the haste on the back versus belt. I mean, well, the haste is going to be a difference, right? I don't think the belt slot one has haste on it. If you can heal, bringing a tank mount around with saddlebags. Yeah, you could do that. Yeah, I feel like you just, like, as an archer, you got to carry around all those stinking arrows, man. It's got to be a pain in the butt. And on top of that, you still got to carry potions and firewood. A lot of things to carry around. Can't have it all. Yeah, but I feel like, you know, I don't know. It's weird. There's I don't know, just having items for your pouch or inventory slots is, I guess, the thing that feels weird for me. Like spell books going on a pouch slot so you can actually open them and use them. I don't know, just the whole thing. Just feels like an odd choice, I guess. Oh yeah, in a raid, you're definitely going to want to have a backpack quiver. Carry around a ton of arrows plus the haste. Where is... I don't see it over there. I really need more Dune Leaf. Actually, I only need like 3 more skill ups. Uh-oh. Got a text message. Hang on. Okay. Gith is going to get on soon. Camping, I also carry dual quivers and use my friend as mules. Yeah, I mean, I would say that an archer should have a mule and just park it over like near where they're at, and just let it sit there. Why the heck is there a skeleton? That's a weird place for a skeleton to be. But yeah, like a mule just filled with arrows. Hey, what's going on, Impin? How are you? An enchanted bag that lowers the weight of items aside would be sick. Yeah, I don't know if they're going to do that. They might. But I think that they're kind of against that. Like they want weight to be a thing. Done that for a while. It died, and it's costly to get more. Yeah, it's 5 gold, I think, for a mount, right? Can't you just get it resurrected, though? I mean, of course, finding somebody to resurrect it is a different story altogether, but... You can find one, yes, saddlebags and such, replaced if you can't. Yeah, well, you're saying that you have to get a new saddlebag? You can craft the saddlebags though, with leather working. They shouldn't be too difficult. If I'm kiting for XP, I can forego looting in lieu of racking my inventory, so I can take... Well, yeah, but I mean, you kind of want to loot, though, right? Get some money. Yeah, I hope that archers won't be kiting reds and yellows for long. Like, it's already been too long that they've been able to do that. They should have fixed that a long time ago. I feel like they already kind of ruined... I wouldn't say ruined the data. It's probably a bad word for it. But they've gotten the data they need out of this server as far as a fresh start server at this point. And I think that the data going forward is now just kind of bad. So they need to probably start another new server and see what the fresh start would be once they fix archery and charming. Once they change those, and then give us another new server and be like, okay, here's a new server to test leveling out on, because this server's already skewed. Keep it like bards and EQ, soloing world bosses and towns. Yeah, let's not do that. Let's not do that. Although, you can kind of do that with raids in this game. At least right now. Hopefully they fix that soon as well. Like, they're going to get all their data is just going to get... It's going to get tainted, I guess. They're going to have people in the wrong type of gear trying to do the raids. The whole thing, it's just not going to be... It's not going to be good data. Whatever. What do I mean by fixed archery? Archer is still very strong. Like, it can still kite really well. It can basically kite high-level enemies, yellow and red con enemies. I personally don't feel like we should be fighting yellow and red con enemies, even in a full group. Like, I think that a full group should have a challenge trying to take down a yellow con mob. So I feel like the goal should be go to a camp that's got blue con enemies or maybe even con enemies, and then maybe a rare named that is yellow. And when that named pops, your group needs to actually pay attention. But right now, it's not that way. Like an archer can basically just grab a rare name. As long as they have enough room to kite it, they can kill it. And that's because archers have ways to hit the mobs. Like, they don't miss very often, and they do full damage and all that. Archers are just really strong. Take one ranger and 5 archers, you can pretty much win the game. There's really nothing you can't kill. Might need to make the colors different, or yellow means challenge, orange means hard, red means fatal. Yeah, I mean, they don't have to go that direction if they don't want to, but I feel like that's what they've kind of done with this game. If they want people fighting in yellows and reds, then whatever. That's the way they want to build the game. But unfortunately, if they do that, that's all people are going to do, and then you're going to out-level content very quickly, and it's just, I don't know. They just built the game around a different system. Where yellow, I mean, it literally says yellow should be dangerous, right? And red is impossible, is what the text says. But that doesn't hold up. So you would think, based on the text, that's where the direction they want to go with the game. So they need to make it that way. Maybe just reduce the duration of traps for archers. They sort of did that. Yeah, they reduced the duration of the snare. But that didn't prevent archers from damaging mobs and being able to kite them. It just reduced the snare. It made it more difficult, sure. But like with anything in this game, one thing isn't going to fix everything. Like people think for some reason, oh, well, all they have to do is this one thing and it solves the problem. That's not the case. No one thing is going to solve any one problem in this game. There's just a lot of things that they need to do. But hopefully they get it done before early access. I just don't I don't want early access to start and then we have the same issue we had in beta, because we knew about some of these issues in alpha, and we said these are going to be issues in the future if we don't resolve them, and then they didn't resolve some of them And then they decided to open up a new beta server to see what the XP curves would look like. So I guess, I mean, in a sense, they were like, well, let's see what it looks like. Then they got the data, and, you know, shocking, data was not far from what everybody said it was going to do based on what we knew from alpha. So, you know, now I feel like they got to do it all over again to get more data, because right now the XP curve for going into early access is going to be kind of messed up. Delete Archer, roll it into Ranger. I mean, that's an option. Sure. It's an option. Other issues would just pop up, like how Monk couldn't be hit for a while if you kept weight at exactly 19.5 weight capacity. I don't know about that one, but sure. Do you know how much bigger the world will be once early access releases? Early access is going to have like 5 or 6 new zones added to it from what we currently have at the start of early access. We know at least Rothold and Everwatch, or not Everwatch, Fallen Watch for 2 dungeons. So we know that's going to happen. Then there's going to be additional zones on top of that as well. Yeah, and then Module 1 is going to be around September, October, supposedly, if they don't push it back. And that's going to add in another, 5 or 6 zones on top of that. So, yeah, I mean, throughout early access, they're going to be adding more content. If they can keep up with that every 3 months, adding in 5 or 6 new zones, if they can actually keep up with that, that would be great. I think that's a pretty good pace, especially if they're like large zones like some of these, like have 2 or 3 or 4 big zones like this one, and then have a couple of dungeons for people to go through. If they can keep up with that, that'll be a solid amount of content. I'm hoping they, add more high-level content as well. Because, like, Module 1 is going to add in, I would say, low to mid-level content, right? It's going to be stuff for the deep races where their starting city is. So it's going to have low-level content there. And then maybe mid-level content getting out of the deep areas. But I don't know if they're going to be adding in a lot of high-level stuff. So we'll have to see what they do with it. People will cry it's not enough because they race to the end. I mean, people are always gonna say there's nothing to do, right? People are always gonna say that. But that's a problem with the people, not necessarily with the game. I don't suspect the majority of people will even get to do all of the content in this game prior to Module 1 releasing. I would imagine that the vast majority of players will just be maybe hitting level 50 by the start of Module 1. And then, even if they do hit level 50, there's already tons of content 50 plus to do. But on top of that, there's items to go chase that you're not going to probably get while you're leveling. There's some really rare items out there that you may not be able to camp while you're leveling. So you're going to have to hit level 60 and then probably still go back and have to camp some items. Potentially. I mean, you could do it. Maybe. if that's all you do is camp items from level 50 to 60 to get your best in slot items, you potentially could do that, but you would need a group willing to do that and go to each different camp like every day. Stay at that camp until the people that need the item get the item, and then move on to the next camp. But that's pretty difficult to do, especially for people that don't have a static group. Even people that do have a static, it's going to be difficult. I do sort of wish they had made early access 1 to 50 and then module 1 later. I mean, maybe that could have been a thing that they did, but I do feel like I wish that they had gone like, let's get the level 1 to 20 zones in first. Then let's add in, level 30 or 20 to 30 and then 30 to 40 zones, and they would have done it that way. It would have been nice to have more starting areas, more starting towns for all the different races, so everybody's kind of spread out in the very beginning, rather than everybody being, in 1 or 2 places. What's your first thing on your list after 60? That dang sword? What dang sword? No, we're gonna hit 60, and probably with my group we'll just camp rare named to get like the best gear that you can get at level 60. It's kind of frustrating to me right now because there's some gear that people can go and get. I mean, there's some gear that I could go and get, but I can't really solo it. So like certain solo classes can go back when we don't have our full group on, and they can go get their gear solo. Well, I can't. I need a group to go get a lot of stuff. I need a group to do everything in this game. Feels bad. Feels bad when you require a group on a class, but the game doesn't incentivize grouping enough. You're watching without audio. The Therm sword. Oh, the Therm cleaver. We could camp that now if we wanted to. I don't have to. Oh wait, are you talking about the one down? Yeah, the quest thing that I don't know if it's a quest. I don't know what to do with that, honestly. The soul brand and all that. I would love for that to turn into a I'd love for that to turn into a quest, but I don't know that it is a quest in the game. I was working on that forever, trying to figure that out. Oh my goodness gracious. Somebody went crazy and trained everything. Yeah, I would love to figure out that mystery sword. Would love to. Who knows? But no, there's some really good weapons in the game. We'll probably start trying to get people together to do raids and stuff. Is my guess. Once we all hit 60. But you're gonna need multiple groups at level 60 to do a lot of the raid stuff. And then it's gonna be a matter of, do people want to work together, right? Because there's not one guild that's going to have enough people to do the raid content, at least for a while. So that means that guilds are going to have to work together, and then how's that going to work out? You have to roll on gear and do all that stuff. But we'll see what happens. I don't know. But if I have a chance to get into some raids, we'll probably do them and show those off so people can see what the raids look like. Good morning, Craft. How you doing, bud? A lot of you might be able to start farming certain items for raids right now. There's spawnable raids in this game where you get items and then you spawn a mob. About 15 minutes left on Speed of the Wild. I need to get some wood. I asked for wood earlier. Nobody wanted to sell me any. Seems kind of rude. Nobody's selling me any firewood. Congrats on triple attack. Oh my goodness, it made me a beast. Invites already went out. They did on Friday. They sent out 400 new invites on Friday for a total of 800 people coming into the game. Let's see. Who all? 425 people online. So they sent out 800 new invites. We currently have 425 online. But it is on a Sunday. People may have gotten up and gone to get some breakfast, hanging out with their families. It's also Easter. So, you know. I don't know what we're going to do today. I'll probably stream for a little bit until my son comes over, and then I want to say that we're going to do some dyeing of eggs. Hide some eggs. Do a little Easter dinner. And then, yeah, I got to pack too, because I'm leaving tomorrow. So, no streams for me this week, Monday through Friday. I'll be back on Saturday, probably. I'll have to build up the old stream again. A week's a long time to not stream. In the world of internet streaming, you don't stream for 5 days, people forget about you. But maybe by the time I get back, I'll be level 60. And maybe we can stream some fun, cool stuff. We'll see. We will see. Okay, let's go take this stuff to town. See what we can make. I need to make a spreadsheet of the alchemy stuff. I kind of wish there was a guild bank too. Like a bank that people could put stuff into. Like you could deposit coin and deposit components and such.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like I'm hoping there's like a big money sink attached to guilds.
Yeah.
Like if you want to do
Yeah.
like the expeditions and stuff. Needs to be something. Something.
Yeah.
Because money is a bit too easy to get.
Yeah.
Hey, there goes a donkey. Someone was asking about mules a minute ago. There's a donkey right there. Go, donkey, go. Go, donkey, go. Nah, money's easy to get for casters, too. Just takes a little bit longer because you got to buy spells. But once you hit like level 30 plus, you shouldn't have any issues with buying your spells anymore. And then by the time you hit level 60, you're just going to have a lot of extra money.
Yeah. Yeah.
Then you find the new spell book. Yeah. What about it? Just throw in like, you know, the spells for your level. Like you don't need to buy all the spells again. Coin sinks are alting. Watch your bank account deplete as your gear alts. Not really. It's gonna go out and I mean, if you buy gear, that doesn't really. It's not a money sink though. Gearing all like buying gear from another player just transfers money from one player to another player. It doesn't take money out of the game. $24 gold? Yeah, 24 gold's not much. I promise you, keep playing the game. Once you hit level 60, or you're even in your like 40s and 50s, money doesn't become that much of an issue. For spellcasters, a little bit. They end up spending a lot of their money. The first part of the game, though, you're very money starved as a spellcaster. But I promise you, as you get higher level, it's not a big deal. And eventually, you'll just have tons of money. Like, more money than you know what to do with. Oh my goodness, 22 iron root. I got a bunch of iron root. Hey. That's all good. Yeah, pretty much everybody can solo except for like 3 or 4 classes, which really sucks for those people. Yep. Yeah, we can. I was just running around getting some alchemy stuff. Yeah, sounds about right. No, it's not bad. Like, what irritates me is just people can do that. Like soloing shouldn't be that much. Shouldn't be better. If anything, it should be equal. But yeah, it should be worse. But well, what it does, it makes it to where if you're not a class that can solo, you just never get a group because nobody wants to group. Like, it completely screws anybody that is not a solo class. Yeah, absolutely. Okay. Let me see. All right, that's good enough for now. I'll make more. I'll make more stuff later. But we're gonna go group up, do some XPing for a little bit. Any profession you think would complement a druid, or mostly not helpful? I mean, the same professions for everybody. Like there's no profession that's like, oh, that's good for this class. Like, the same professions are going to be good for all classes. Alchemy is good. Enchanting is good. Jewel crafting is the best gear crafting. And then you use leatherworking and tailoring for bags. Outside of that, though, like a druid could make gear if they want to, and it would be leather gear, so you would go leatherworking, but it's not going to be the best gear in the game. But it's decent. Yeah, alchemy is always going to be good. If they remove gathering, it would remove certain professions also, like alchemy, smithing. I mean, they could remove out the gathering, I guess, but I don't know. I think the gathering adds to the game. You know, it makes you go out into the world and explore and all that. No, they don't need to. They just need to make sure that the XP curves are right. Yeah, which is what they're not doing. That's the issue that I've been saying this whole time. Like, I'm tired of talking about it. Like, not with you necessarily, but I'm just tired of constantly having the same conversation. People are like, oh, everything should be soloable. And it's like, but it shouldn't. If you make everything soloable, then nobody's going to want to group. And then classes that are not able to solo will not be able to level up. It's going to ruin the game for anybody playing those classes. And everybody's going to play a class that can solo. Yeah. Exactly. It's more work for him in a group. Like, that's the problem, is it's easier to solo and gain more XP per hour, and it's more difficult to group to gain less XP per hour. It just doesn't make sense. All of the math is wrong. Anyone in chat who has some experience with Enchanter class? I have lots of experience with Enchanter class. Well, the math is right. It's just that it doesn't fit the game. That's the problem. Yeah, exactly. Like, it's not accounting for the human element. It's just literally straight math. And the math on paper looks good, but a lot of things on paper look good, but they don't work in real life. And that's what's frustrating me, is like a lot of people just look at it on paper and then they don't actually go out and do it. Like the whole triple attack thing. Oh, they get triple attack? They're attacking an extra time every round with both hands? Blah. No, that's not how it works. On paper, maybe, but not in actuality. That's not how it works. So people think that fighters are like some astronomical amount of DPS because on paper it sounds like they are. Yeah, it's just dumb. I got somebody that's offering me wood, so I'm gonna go grab that real quick. Yeah, there is a bonus, but it's not much of one. Like, yeah. Well, previously there wasn't a bonus. It was actually a penalty, and you had to just kill exponentially faster, which was stupid. Like, that was the big issue for a while, is like, every time you add one person to the party, you have to kill 2 additional mobs. And that didn't make any sense. It's like, so why would I just not solo? If I can kill one mob fast or quickly, whatever, now I add somebody to my party, we have to kill 3. I add another person to my party, I have to kill 5. Well, if they're not killing as quickly as I am, then it feels bad, right? And that's, so he changed it to where now 6 players only has to kill 4 mobs to equal that of 1 mob. But that means you still have to, every person that you add to your party still has to kill 1 additional mob really to keep up. Or to be ahead, you have to kill basically 1 additional mob per cycle. Which is not, it's not really possible. Like, that's the problem. So if a solo can kill 1 mob every, let's say, 2 minutes and consistently do that, and a group of 6 people would have to kill at least 4 mobs every 2 minutes. Which is possible if you're getting 30-second kills, but you have to factor in 30-second kill and pull time. And that's where it starts to lose its benefit, because you have to factor in going out, getting a mob, bringing it back, constantly chain killing. You have to kill a mob every 30 seconds. So that's why, like, TTK needs to go up. You're gonna make every engineer mad? Yeah. Well, engineers should know. Engineers should know, like, that's on paper everything should work, and then you build a bridge, math seems to work, and then the bridge collapses. Oh, streaming early today then. You blame the paper it was written on? Yeah. Just wanted to give it another try. Would you recommend an enchanter to play as a new player who seeks a challenge? I mean, sure. Playing an enchanter well takes a little bit of extra skill, so it would be a bit of a challenge to play one well. But yeah, you're on a 15-day streak. Just to check the where's he at? Yeah, we're going to him now. We're going to him now. Why do you think an enchanter needs extra skill? Well, it's just there's a lot that they have to juggle. Like keeping things mezzed and stuns and all that.
Yep. Yeah. Yep.
Do 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 do. So slow. Yeah, seems like they're gonna do a patch this week.
Yeah. Yep.
J-Boost not in the game yet? No, not yet. Oh boy.
Yep.
All right, I'm here.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, sounds like my kid might be here. I'm gonna have to check on that real quick. Give me a second. Hang on. I'll be right back. 1 second, guys. My son just came over. I'm back. I'm only gonna be on for a little bit. My son came over and we're gonna try to do Easter stuff. You tried a Drulin, yeah, DJ? You don't hate it? Yeah, I think it's a good game. Hate the models. I think some of the quality of life would do well. Well, yeah. I mean, I feel like they went. Oh, I feel like they went a little too far with the. What am I trying to say? Yeah, I think it's a good game, but some of the quality of life that they just kept out of this game for no reason just doesn't make any sense to me. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Immediately saw the tools menu where you can equip all the tools separate from your character bar. Yeah. I don't like that either in this game. I really don't understand their like hardcore for hardcore sake. Right? They're the bag situation, just like always having to shuffle things around in your bag and all that. Do you want to stay up here or go down to the other one? Do you think they'll solve the larger bags? Inventory on mounts helps a little bit, but larger bags doesn't really do a whole lot. You still the thing is that's kind of annoying to some people is the weight, and then having to like constantly move things around in your bags because the backpack, for example, over here can hold large items. These 3 bags here can only hold medium items, and then these 3 bags can only hold small items. So you're constantly having to move things around, and it's just really tedious. Like if I want to put in my tools, I have to move my tool from here to my main hand, and it's just really cumbersome. That's something that I just don't understand why they just want to leave it the way that it is. And they have no they're not talking about changing it. They're just going to leave it that way, which definitely is a negative in my opinion. The game doesn't even help with prioritizing small bags for small stuff first. It doesn't. That would be nice if they were just to change the order of these bags, right? Like if these bags were just the opposite direction. I have no idea. So yeah, it's just it just doesn't feel good. I don't know. I think they should put in more quality of life things like that. Some of them, you know, there's some quality of life doesn't need to be there. The players will learn to love it. Yeah. I can live without it, but it is kind of annoying. I would assume plenty of quality of life stuff is going on their list of tasks, but isn't super high priority. I mean, you would think that, but they specifically don't want some quality of life in the game. Like, that's intended, which is the weird kind of thing. But, you know, like, with everything, I mean, they're always going to be looking at things and changing it. So we'll see what happens. They might add in instancing, for example, at some point. Maybe. Oh, he may not have put that one in. I don't know. Closed beta chat? What about closed beta chat? Do you leave a lot of items, loot on corpses now based upon inventory? Yeah. We leave most things on corpses. Is this closed beta? Yes. This is the closed beta. Yikes. I'm having like these crazy lockups today. Not bother me. Oh, it's all good. You could bother me. That's what I'm here for. Here to chat with you guys. I appreciate it, Pacer. It's all good, bud.
Yep. Yep. Yeah.
Gith is Isar? Yeah. Yeah. Gith is Isar. He'll be playing Isar in the alpha as a monk. He throws in Pantheon? Yeah, he played a monk in Pantheon as well. He doesn't have one. Huh? Oh. Below the stream. Well, you have to be on, like, probably desktop or something to see it. Yeah. Yeah, it does.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see what happens with it. Oh yeah, yeah. It was completely screwed up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's a pain in the butt, but...
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, I think we were just also killing the same mobs. Like, we're not killing anything harder. I think we have a lot going on today. Probably all we're going to be doing for a little while.
Yeah.
They took forage off the traits list. So forage is on. It's automatically on druid, ranger, and wood elf, and halfling. So you just automatically get it. they need to. Like, it's been terrible. It's the dumbest idea. Like, why they would do that was just dumb. I've been saying it for a while, like, for a long time. Any word on deep race progression? What do you mean by progression? I mean, there's gonna be deep races that are gonna come out with Module 1. But I don't know what you mean by progression. Any news at all? I mean, deep gnomes and deep elves are going to be in Module 1. That's all we really know. But they're still going to also have deep dwarves at some point. Yeah, there's no other, like, new information about them. Deep dwarves would be a fun race. Yeah, they'd be pretty interesting. I might end up making a deep dwarf at some point down the road. Slaughtering more undead. I'll probably make this look super boring. I feel like I always make it look super boring. Like, oh my god, this is just so tedious. Probably not the best representative sometimes. Sounds like a weightlifting Smurf. Yeah. Kinda. Sounds like this class overhaul is gonna be pretty big that they're looking at doing. Pulled the boss there, Naaman, hit so hard and fast. Thought he was death touching us. Naaman is rough. Naaman is rough. Transparent wolf, yeah, that's Gist's pet. Is Gith a shaman? He is, yes. Screen too far away when we see the letters. Yeah, Gith is a shaman. Best overall healer, group healer, I would say. Shaman. It's got the slows, it's got the haste, it's got buffs, debuffs, heals, it's got the pet. Just really good. Any certain percentage of remaining health when you can root the runner and it not attack you? No. No, if you root something, it's going to be rooted in place and it'll turn to attack anybody within melee range. Change the opacity of the chat. You can go right here to chat settings and then chat opacity. Someone seemed to have snared the last mob. He probably cast blind on it. At least it looked like it, but I didn't think Fighter or Chamois could snare. They can't. Neither one of them can snare. But it was probably a blind. Yeah, I'm kind of listening to it, Todd. Pretty much everything that I've been saying is what they're doing. It's just taking a while to get there. Like, I feel justified. They're literally doing a lot of the things that I've been saying for a while, which is hopefully going to be good. Justice for All, Metallica album? Yeah. I think it's pretty obvious how class design came about originally. There was a rollout for a minimum viable product to get us testing, and in a world, thank God, they're going through and addressing the identity issues. I agree, yeah. I agree. Like, it's clear they just kind of threw stuff out there to get people into the game. But it's also caused people to just be like, oh, EQ clone, you know, when we should have, from the very beginning, created classes that are unique and special so that we didn't see the EQ clone all day, you know? That's just my take on it. That bothers me. Yeah, exactly, Todd. It's gonna be very hard to get people away from that because it's been like that for so long. I'm gonna be happy when they do it. Yeah, I'm so tired. I'm tired of the because it was in EQ, it should be in this game. I am so tired of that.
Yeah. Yeah.
These class changes as soon as possible. That's big. They need to get these class changes to us yesterday. Like I'm a bit nervous, you know. Like they can get these class changes out, and then they got to balance them. They got to get them they got to get them to us, so that we can break them, so they know how to fix them. Like I'm very nervous about that. We'll see what happens. But I'm nervous about it for sure. music is awesome. Yeah, I love the music. Like, I could just sit here and listen to the music, you know, all day. You actually want to have sound turned on in this game. I know a lot of people play video games without sound on. You want to have sound on in this game. You absolutely want to. You sent me a DM? You slip it into my DMs? Oh, yeah, I'm watching it, bro. I'm listening in the background as I stream and do other things as well. I won't be on much longer today, though. Easter Sunday. Nah, you're good, bro. You're good. Oh boy. Come on, bro. You don't want to get in on this sit around and do nothing kind of gameplay? I totally get it. It's not for everybody. Some people probably come into the stream and they're like, you have got to be bored. Like, bored out of your mind. I look at it like working out. You know, you got to sit here and you got to do your workout to get stronger. Yeah, 10,000 players over the weekend was really good. Over the open test. Oh my god. Spawn on the way back. time do you want to eat dinner? I don't know. I'm probably going to wrap up here soonish. The kid said 7. 7? Seems really late. You trying to give me heartburn? Like, do you want me to die? Hey, don't pick on me. It's not nice. Lizard folk made the table. Yeah, they're they want to do lizard people of some sort. We'll see what happens when they come in. I expect those maybe like module 3 when the trolls are coming in, so part of the swamp. But we'll see. But I don't know when the race, the playable race will come in. I have no idea. That probably won't be happening until after 1.0. Tiny monks. Yeah, they talked about it. We'll see. You know, like I could see a gnome doing like a flying jump kick. It says player races in the live access development phase. Yeah. Ready? Yeah, they're working on it, but it won't be in for a while. Ogre looks like a baked potato. You can't do it. Kind of does, yeah. Chunky baked potato. Giant human potato. That's pretty much what an ogre is. I would agree with that. I don't think that's gonna... That might pull a second one, so I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
One of these two needs to walk away. Preferably this one back here. God, he's so stinking dark, dude.
Yeah. Yeah.
Darkness and nighttime is major theme. These niche MMOs going back to old school style. Yeah, but they went overboard, I think, in this game. Way overboard. I mean, some people like it, and that's fine. I just... It's just too much. Ah, golly, I'm having these lag spikes today where like my whole game is freezing. Same thing in AOA. Yeah, is it dark too? Mobs need to go away from each other. Golly.
Yeah.
It's even darker, you think, in AOA? Wow. Well, I mean, like, this is not what it's supposed to be. This is supposed to be like this. This is normal for this area. It's ridiculous. Completely ridiculous. A night vision spell? Yeah. Yeah, I just think they did it over. They overdid it. How long does campfire last? 30 minutes. It's 25 minutes, and then it starts to dim. And when it dims, you have 5 minutes to put on more logs, or it will go out. So right now, it's got at least over 5 minutes left. And then you won't see flames anymore when it's starting to dim. It'll just be like smoldering ashes. Even them still have specializations like EverQuest used to, where you choose a particular skill to train past cap. No, they don't have anything like that. Not yet. Maybe in the future, but they don't have anything right now. There it goes. Just dimmed. So now you have 5 minutes left, but you can take wood and just like stick it on there. Every piece of wood that you add adds 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Hey, what's good on Mr. Rollups? How you doing, bud? Saw somewhere that rangers make better campfire as a class specialty. They do. Their campfires last like 45 minutes instead of 30 minutes. Is there a visual timer other than the fire like going into that smoldering state? No. Given the race and class flavors has so much to the game. I agree, yeah. I think it's fine, like having a ranger. Ranger can make like a ranger fire that lasts longer. I think it's fine. Doesn't break anything. Just makes it cost less wood, which is not a big deal. Alright, here in a few minutes, I'm going to find out what my kiddo wants to do. He wanted to hang out with me some on this Easter Sunday. But I don't know what he wants to do, so we might see if he wants to play. I don't know if he wants to stream something with me or if he wants to just play a game, me and him. So I'm gonna find out here in a few minutes. We might play like the new Pokemon Pokopia. I don't know. See what he's doing. Hang on. Alright, we're gonna see what he wants to do. I'm gonna get him to come up here. Hey, what do you want to do? You want to hang out with me? Play games? Yeah, do you want to do that? You don't know what they're doing? Yeah, dyeing eggs. You want to dye eggs for Easter? Do you want to paint eggs for Easter? Do you want to color eggs for Easter? You've done it every year since you were born. You have. You want to do that? Okay, I just want to see what you wanted to do. I will come down then in 15 minutes. All right. He wants to Well, he doesn't know he wants to, but he wants to dye the eggs. So we're going to do that. Theory crafting time. Given that regular eyesight is blind in the darkness and players need light sources, will ultravision blind players... Yeah, they've mentioned that a few times, actually. That is a thing that ultravision might give you day blindness. I've actually had it cast on me from a dev in alpha to test it out. And... yeah, during the daytime, it makes your screen very washed out and white. Very hard to see. The opposite of a black screen from nighttime. So. I don't know what they could use to offset it. Other than your monitor settings. Maybe make tinkering sunglasses. I would love to see tinkered goggles, like underwater goggles, tinkered sand goggles, tinkered like night vision goggles. I think it'd be really neat. Wish you happy holidays to the family. See you after that. Yeah. I'll be, so yeah, I'm going to probably log out here in a little bit in the stream. And then I'll be gone all this week. So Monday through Friday this week, I'm going to be gone. We're spring break for the kids. So we're going to be doing spring break stuff. And then I'll be back next weekend on the normal stream schedule.
Yeah.
And then I don't think we have any breaks or anything that I have to do after that for a while. I might take one more, few days off at some point. And I want to take my mom to do something, so I might try to find a few days to do something with her, but before June 1st, and then of course June 1st for the first couple of weeks, I'm going to be on here pretty much every day, all day. I'm sure there'll be items like sunglasses, maybe, yeah. It'd be cool if they did that. That other game had a hard time with night vision. I think it's a Unity engine thing. It might be, yeah. Unity's lighting is a little bit different than some other games. So, yeah, we'll have to see. Face mask, never thought about that. Yeah, like a face mask have different types of vision. They could do that. Yeah, sandstorm glasses, goggles, something would be great. Because those sandstorms, man, they are rough. I'm not sure how they could do that or if they can do that. Because the sandstorms have a specific intensity to them. And I don't think it's like set individually. So like I don't know that you can have a player get a different intensity than another player. I don't know if that's going to end up being a thing or not. So, we'll have to see. Let druids cast a spell that disperses sandstorms. They did talk about that. I don't know specifically sandstorms, but druids being able to control the weather. They have talked about that.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Wizard has a blink spell in Monster Memory, right? Yeah, I believe they do. Like a jump forward kind of spell.
Yeah.
Will there be floating combat text? No. They don't want to do that.
Yeah.
You really like the floating combat text? Yeah, some people like it, some people don't. You can always, though, just take your combat and stick it right above your character like that. And then take the opacity and do that. There you go, floating combat text. Problem solved. I mean, isn't that kind of all that it is? Pretty sure that's floating combat text. Except that text won't go away. It'll go away eventually. It does go away. Takes a long time for it to go away, but it will. It goes away when the next one comes up. It goes away when the next one comes up, but it also goes away after it's been sitting and idle for so long. It will time out. Hey, what's up, lady? How are you? This is a old school style MMORPG, kind of like EverQuest. You know, EverQuest and classic WoW, kind of like that. You can set it to fade quicker. Yeah, I think you can. You can set it to fade quicker if you want to, somewhere like in chat settings. Yeah, I have mine fade duration, so I can change it to 10 seconds. So it'll fade after 10 seconds of not getting any stuff. So if we took this, you know, stuck it up here like this, change this, the opacity to like that. Now, when something doesn't come up on the screen for 10 seconds, it'll fade it out. Let's see if it does that. Let's see how it works. Because I haven't really messed with it. But that's how it should work. Doing all right? How about yourself? I'm doing okay. Yeah, if you like EQ, you'd probably like this game. All right, let's see. No more combat text. Done. Let's see if it fades in 10 seconds. It may not. Settings. Yeah, it's not fading. Anyway, I may have to like relog or something. But I set mine to 5 minutes. But yeah, you may have to relog or something to do it. To make it actually... Or reload UI or something. Anyway. But that's how you could do it if you really wanted to. And, you know, kind of make your own combat text. Anyway, though, I think I'm going to go ahead and stop there. It's Easter Sunday. We want to do some dyeing of Easter eggs, hiding them for the kids, all that kind of funness. We're going to do some Easter dinner here a little bit later. And, yeah. I will not be on this week. I will not be streaming Monday through Friday this week. I'm going to be out of town for spring break with the kids, doing fun stuff with them. And then I'll be back on here next weekend, and we'll be continuing to play some Monsters of Memories. I will be probably playing this over the week, so maybe by the time I get back, I might be level 60 or close to it. I'm hoping to... maybe try to do some higher end, you know, tough content once we hit level 60, go and show off some of that stuff. the harder content. So yeah. Where do you get this game? You can go to monstersandmemories.com. It is not available right now outside of the beta test. So you can't get into it at the moment unless you get into the closed beta. But June 1st, $15 a month. Anybody can play. It is a monthly sub, but there's no box price. So that's how it works. But yeah. Anyway, that's going to be it for me. I appreciate you all being here. Hopefully me being gone for a week doesn't mean that, you know, hopefully I'll come back in a week and people will come back to the stream. We'll see. Hopefully it doesn't completely kill the stream. But, yeah, that's going to be it for me. I appreciate it. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you next time. Bye.